Hello everyone, welcome back for day 3, or actually part 3 of day 5. So today we're going to dive into our break. So I want to copy over my verse parts and rename them to break 1. And what I'm going to basically do is give these guys a different color. Okay, so for our break 1, we're going to slowly build into our third drum kit. So I'm going to take this out of the break zone and leave it like it is there. So the point of a deep house track is to have your kick and your clap build up until it reaches your main. So that way it will start to really form a better consistent sound all throughout the track. And we're going to create 2 more parts after this. So we're going to create the break and then the verse. The break and then the chorus and then the main. And then we're going to copy and paste those parts, but fiddle around with them a little bit more to have our final track. So this isn't going to drag on any more than 4 parts. So let's get to it. For our drums, our beat, I'm going to copy over 2 for both break 1 and break 2, our first breaks. You can just move that one over and do Command J to kind of get rid of that crease in the middle. These things have no information, so it doesn't matter. I'm just a little picky about that. So for 2, I'm going to merge this, Command J to merge, and for every 5th bar, I'm going to insert a double kick, like that, and a double clap. So I'm going to do that all the way for the very last as well. Bam, bam. There we go. And I'm also going to add a hat for every 2. So just 1 hat for every 2. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. And for every 1, we're going to add a hat. Our hat 2. 1, at the end of 1, at the end of 3, at the end of 5, at the end of 7, and we don't need one there. So now that we have like a little bit of building with the hats as well and a little bit of variation with the kick, let's add a add a percussion element to this to give it some variation. I like number 1 and number 4. So for number 1, just double click inside of our clip right above our hat, and I'm going to drag that to 5, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to do percussion 4 at 8. Duplicate. To duplicate, just hold down Alt Option. I'm using a Mac. If you have PC, use Controller. There should be something kind of like that, or Command C, Command V, or Control C, Control V to kind of do that. Now that we have our break, I'm going to introduce our chord stab. But like I said before, I'm only going to use parts. So I'm going to take just 1 part out of here. I'm going to see how this sounds first. Okay, so yeah, it's basically our chords. Like I said, it takes, I sometimes have a little bit of a hard time processing my own thoughts here and there because I move too quickly. So I basically space these out, so this goes on 17 to 18, 19 to 20, 21 to 22, and 23 to 24. When we get to our main, you can just copy that over and just merge all those gaps. So we're slowly build our main as we build our break. Yeah, our break. Okay, so just copy the sub on over. Here we go. Minimize that. For our warm pad, we're going to use our stabs that we have made previously. So just paste it over. Delete the excess. There we go. Copy our warm drone as well. For this, we don't need the introduction port anymore, so I'm going to just drag that on over. So that way we get a consistent bar. Here we go. And I renamed this riser to give a little bit more definition as to what this is. So now we should have more of a build up to our main. So I want to copy my break over to the right side and rename this main. Copy over our percussion onto the main since we skip it during the break. And copy our final drum track over. Just basically copy everything over. Same thing with the sub, but we're gonna use some different parts for our main when it comes to the warm pad, and our drone is going to be at a different pitch as well. So when you copy this over, we're going to basically highlight these notes, hold down shift and use the up arrow to pitch them up an octave. And then slowly after we build, this doesn't need to be main, I'm sorry, this needs to be called chorus. After our chorus, we're going to go into our main and use different elements that we're going to slowly add, but they're going to be percussionized instruments. So I'll check you guys out later. I'll play you out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video, and it should be the final one of the series. Well, of day 5. And then I'll check you guys out later on Monday or Tuesday for video 6.